Hey guys, welcome back to My Kitchen Sucks. This is the place where you can follow me as I work through my very own home kitchen renovation project. This episode is about the construction process. Not how to do it, but as a homeowner, an overview of what to expect and some tips on how to prepare for it. In essence, construction projects are all about the schedule. Who does what, when, and where, and do they have all the materials they need to do the work at that time? Contractors are like orchestra leaders bringing in the right people, subcontractors or trades, at just the right time and synchronizing them with all the other players. If one trade misses their schedule or a product is late, it messes the whole thing up. Your primary job as homeowner during a construction project is to support your contractor, making sure they have all the information that they need from you, the design complete, and decisions made. Before starting any work, you need to be 99% happy with your design. Any design changes made during construction cost money. It's much easier and cheaper to change your design on paper than it is with a hammer. Construction can be a stressful time in your lives, but with a little information in hand and some ideas of what to expect, you can minimize the worries. Here are some tips to help you when the time comes. Alright, tip number 1, have a plan. I recommend that you have a family plan in place. Know how your house will operate during the kitchen shutdown phase, what rooms might be off limits, how you will enter the home, things like that. If possible, set up a temporary kitchen. We moved some appliances to our dining room and used this area as our kitchen. We still had to clean the dishes in the bathtub, but we made do. While this makeshift kitchen was far from perfect, it allowed for a much easier 10 weeks of construction. Hey, and if you have the ability, take a little vacation. As long as things are under control, going away with the family for a few weeks is a good way to limit the amount of discomfort you might feel. However, you have to trust your builder completely, otherwise your time away will be spent worrying about what's going on back home. Know the schedule. Be aware what the overall schedule looks like, what work to expect and not to expect to occur during the weeks ahead. Make a contact list of the people who will be working in your home, just in case you need to get in touch with them. Tip number 2, select and order products ahead of time. This is a critical part of your job to ensure the schedule is maintained. Products need to be on site when the contractor needs them. Cabinets. Many cabinet brands take several weeks to get on the site once they are ordered. These are the first items you need to get working on, at least 2 months prior to starting construction. Appliances. Some appliances also have long lead times. These should be ordered around the same time as the cabinets. Plumbing fixtures. These are usually not long lead items, unless you are looking for something unique, but having sinks and faucets on site before the plumber starts any work is important. Countertops. In order to select your countertops, you will need to visit the stone yard. There you will pick your slabs and place a deposit. Fabricators will need to be aware of the construction schedule and work with your cabinet installers to determine a date of delivery for the stone or quartz that you're working with. Tile. These items are also usually pretty available. Make your purchases at the tile store and stone yard at the beginning of the construction and store items in a safe place until it's time. Oh, and don't forget to order the grout. Tip number 3, set a weekly meeting. Pick a day every week to discuss the project with your builder. I like Monday mornings. Discuss about the upcoming work week and ask if there are any items, either decisions made or real products, the contractor needs from you. Ask who will be working on site and what days they will be there. Tip number 4, observe, notice, and communicate. Wandering through the renovation project in the evening, once the workers are gone, is a standard for any homeowner. Seeing the transformation is awesome, and watching your dream come to life is a pretty cool thing. Bask in this wonderful feeling and enjoy the moment. However, these project observations often uncover issues or things you may not be happy with. Take the time to make notes and communicate these with your contractor. For example, I stuck signs at the areas I wanted to discuss with my contractor the next day. Very clear marks of my concerns. Tip number 5, know that there will be noise, dust, and people in your house. Having a group of strangers in your home for 8 to 10 weeks can get old fast. You are no longer in control of your life, but at the mercy of others. Be patient. Know that through this pain only good things will come. Expect that some days no work will get done. Don't worry about this as long as the determined schedule is still being maintained. It's normal for there to be off days as crews might be needed on another job site or the contractor might be waiting for other crews to come in. It will also be very noisy at times. Construction usually starts early, 7 a.m. in our case. If you're a late sleeper or have kids that are, be prepared for disruption. It will also be dusty at all times. Construction dust gets everywhere no matter how hard you work to control it. We put up a secure plastic barrier, taped and retaped almost daily, between work area and home, and still dust seeped into every part of our house. So be prepared to clean on a regular basis. Number 6. Hire the right guys and let them do their jobs. Let's face it, as long as you've hired the right contractor, and that's a topic for a completely whole nother series of videos, you should let them do their jobs. Don't micromanage or hover. But never be afraid to ask questions if you think something doesn't look right or feel right. After all, it's your home and huge investment. It should get done right. Alright, so those are some tips to help you out through the process. But it's important to note that being without a kitchen in your home sucks, and I mean totally sucks. But it is really worth it. Our construction, originally scheduled for 8 weeks, actually took 12 weeks to complete. And yeah, COVID got in the middle of that. It was painful, but in the end, we could not be any happier. Look for our next post where we will reveal our new kitchen and highlight some of the things that we absolutely love about it. Thanks again for joining. I look forward to seeing you soon at your modern cottage.